Oh, hey, we should probably stop and let you know that we're at the Sunken Gardens Park in St. Pete. We're about 10 minutes north of downtown area, which has got a lot of bars and restaurants if you need. And we're going to take a look at this almost 100, actually it's over 100-year-old garden and fill you in on some of the details. We'll see you inside. All right, we are in the gardens. So really, this is the first time that most of us have experienced the Sunken Gardens. You know, Christine's been here before. CJ over here can't really remember. They tell me I might have, but maybe not. Who knows? Yeah. Oh, disclaimer up front, we will apologize. I'm sure CJ will call this Sunken Meadows a few times. Yeah. His old New Yorker. Yeah, I live near Sunken Meadow State Park in New York for years, so it's gonna happen. Some good things with the entrance. They are a day pass for the cost of admission, so you can come and go as you please throughout the whole day and you're good to go. It is also a self-guided tour, so you do get a map that has the whole layout. We'll probably post that up somewhere here maybe, or maybe here. Yeah, maybe here. And you just take it as your leisure. So we are looking forward to seeing what it has to offer. It is basically a botanical garden that does have flamingos and a few other Floridian, if you will, motifs and animals, as well as just a plethora of very nice ferns and trees and flowers and all of that. So let's take a look and see what we have to find today. We're here in Palm Plaza with lots of palm trees, and then this interesting piece here called a screw palm from Madagascar. Let's take a look at this sucker.
Almost looks like it has mangrove roots.
Definitely has interesting, like, pine cones of some kind on it.
Is that a pine cone or a pineapple?
I don't know what it is. It looks kind of like a pine cone. Actually, that's what the fruit looks like when it falls off. That's what the fruit looks like. And it actually has a very citrusy, sweet smell. Kind of want to try it, but who knows how long it's been on the ground and what state it's in. But it definitely has a hint of a citrus smell and sticky.
So I guess if you dedicate 50 years of your life, you can get a plaque on a rock. Way to go, Ralph Turner.
Now this is another little area that they call the Oak Pavilion. And that would be because of this massive, massive oak tree. Now the Sunken Gardens are available to basically buy out and rent, if you will, and schedule certain activities here. One of the biggest things that's an attractable draw to the gardens is weddings. And this Oak Pavilion is one of the main places where they would hold the weddings. You've got plenty of room, as you can see here, for a decent amount of people. And then you do have the stage where the ceremony can be performed. Lots of lights built in around this area. I'm sure it's a very pretty sight when it's all done up for a nice wedding. just down from the wedding, as you saw when we were walking this way, is the exotic bird area. Lots of macaws here. And it looks quite clear that they do demonstrations at some point throughout the day. Hopefully we'll be able to catch one.
It's Flamingo. Let's get with the flocks. Who's ready for Flamingo?
Oh my goodness, who else is doing it?
One cool thing about the Sunken Gardens in regards to their flamingos are they have had a flock and maintained a flock since 1957. Now, these are all native Floridian flamingos, and the reason why they started to flock to maintain was because they were plentiful until the early 1900s, when they were being hunted almost to extinction because the feathers made really nice adornment for clothing apparel. And so as a way to try to protect them, they have made it their mission to make sure they always maintain a healthy flock. And they are beautiful. So right past the flamingos, as you're heading towards the amphitheater, there is a small little history center that has some of the basic information about the gardens. So as we're heading to the amphitheater, just give you a little history on what we learned in the little history center. George Turner was a plumber who ended up buying 4.1 acres of swampland that had a large sinkhole in it. But because he was a plumber, he knew a trick or two and ended up devising a terracotta clay pot piping system where he was able to drain the sinkhole and leave all of the rich, murky soil. And he was a gardener as a hobbyist. And so he used all that soil to plant and nourish his own garden. And by about 1935, he was charging people 15 cents to come take a look at his gardening work. And his family, through the generations, cared for the garden. And in 1999, the city of St. Petersburg purchased the gardens, revitalized it, and reopened it in 2002 to maintain the traditions that were started by the Turner family. So it's a nice little green thumb in the area of, kind of an industrial area around here with lots of retail shops and things of that nature. It is really a cool find. And there are plants from all over the world here, so it is definitely worth a trip. Very cool amphitheater setup. So far, I have not seen anything posted about shows on when they occur, what the frequency is, or maybe these are only for special events.
So I did notice when we checked in, when you buy your tickets, that they did have lectures and other things, events and stuff on a calendar. So you might want to check that out for different topics, plants, birds, whatnot.
And there you have it. Mel is as observant as always. Special times, special places, subject to change, I am sure.
Ooh, they smell. They smell. Little baby, you're gonna so cute.
I'm with this turtle. It's too hot. Morning breakfast. Gotta rinse them a little bit.
Oh my god. Oh.
Dude, almost down.
Come this way, we might just stay. How can I push it?
There it goes.
He's like, man, now I'm too heavy to go anywhere. Keep posing.
Wow, today's been good with Mother Nature after our last couple of failures on the bike rides with some of our earlier episodes. If you haven't seen that, check over at the homepage. We've got some bike rides through Starkey Park. Really cool trails, even though we didn't see a lot of nature to ride. But we're getting rewarded today. We had flamingos repopulating the species, and then a bird who, at least for as long as we watched, was about 15 minutes to get that frog down, and I know he was battling it before then, but pretty cool find so far. Honey, look what it is. It's a pergola.
Oh, pergolas. Pergolas are cool.
I want one for our yard.
I do too. I think we could put one over by our garden plant area.
I think we could. It would help give us some indirect light rather than it being killed.
Yes, you will. So, do I have you on record that you're going to put one up for me?
This is Ryan Parker, on official record. Yes, I will put a pergola at the house.
I'm sure with all your handy dandy tools that you got, you can make one. Rainbow Eucalyptus. That's a hard word to say. It's a pretty cool tree. It looks like it's painted in a paint.
That really is cool with the trunk and the different colors. All right, it's time for me to get some feng shui zen at the growing stone. Here we go. I'm gonna get my zen on. I feel it. I feel it. Feng shui, the zen, the gardening powers. And with my feng shui-ness, it's definitely time to go back home and plant my fall garden, because I now have the zen of the growing stone. So this is another area officially titled the wedding lawn. So another area within the gardens that the ceremony can take place. Let's take a quick look. Next up is one of my favorites, no matter where I am or where I see them, but they have a koi pond. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of koi they have. Holy moly, look at them suckers.
Wow. They're so big.
Overgrown goldfish. Where are those shoots at?
I was trying not to.
We're now entering the meditation patio. We must be quiet to respect those who are trying to absorb the energies. The Cactus and Succulent Garden.
Don't worry, they don't suck. You let.
I need one of these at my house. And this is an area where you can make a donation to the park and have your name etched on a brick. You know what? We had a great day here at the Sunken Gardens in St. Petersburg. And if you are interested and love Sunken Gardens and botanical gardens, make sure you pop over to our other video where we did Jardin des Baltas in Fort de France, which was a beautiful botanical garden on the side of a mountain. So you definitely don't want to miss that. We'll put a link here. Click it. Go ahead. All right. As always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification button, and we'll see you next time on the Scenic Route.